Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Today we're going to be building as a new passenger line over to Sandhurst, and it's going to take quite a bit of doing. A lot of money to be spent, and there's our crocodile. Losing us money? But we don't care, do we? No, absolutely not. It's nice to see the crocodile on the map. As promised, I went ahead and changed a couple of the truck lines to include new trucks. The ones we unlocked in the previous episode. There we go. We've got some dedicated, let's follow you. Dedicated fuel trucks there. They look the business, don't they? Absolutely love those. We're going to need to keep an eye on the new line rate for these, and possibly a little bit of a change on the waypoints there. There's not really any need for them to cut through here. They are slower roads. We can go around the outside there. Around the outside. But these new trucks, not only will they, or should they, make us more money per drop, per item, they should reduce the need for the amount of trucks that we have on the line. If we take a look, we've only got to meet a supply of 1,500. If we go to suppliers, it's 1,300 at the moment, which suggests we could have an update in progress or an upgrade, or we could have a stray industry. I'm not going to keep doing that though. What we'll do is we'll have a sweep around the map as we're working on an area and double check on them, unless we get, of course, new trucks like we've got here. So yeah, 163. We could probably remove another truck, meaning we've only got 3 trucks running this. Surely that won't be enough. Let's sell one and we'll see. 125, there we go. And if we waypoint this a little differently, we should hopefully see a slight increase in that rate as well, which will be absolutely perfect. I can't remember where they are. Where's the waypoints? It says it right there, Gran. Right, so if we put one there and one there, we should be able to waypoint this line to go via the new waypoints. Manage the line. We'll add after Lower Mablethorpe and Sutton. Is that what that's called? We could rename that, couldn't we? Mablethorpe Fuel Refinery. There we go, that makes a bit more sense. Stanley Road, we don't really care what that says. Now we can set that up properly. After the fuel refinery, we'll add a stop there. Oh, really? Do we just want to go down? Oh, I've put it on the wrong one, guys. Anybody notice that? Yeah, we need to come down this road, don't we? Ignore that. Every truck that was going to take that. That's the one you want. I'll tell you what, they've expanded fast, haven't they? Because that used to be the end of town here, which is why I got a little bit confused. I like what's going on here. That's lovely. Anyway, get this fixed. And then we'll go and build our new line. Add station. Let's take you down there. And down... Oh, not there. After Stanley Road. Go down there. There we go. That should speed that up a little bit. It's 121 at the moment. That'll be good enough for a while. No point overdoing it. I did upgrade the road as well, and around here, just so it looks better. How is our crocodile doing? 390. We need to hit 400. And, oh, he's on the way back. Well, let's double check on this setup we've got here. Our trucks do wait here. Apparently, this is still not long enough, which is okay. Yeah, you've almost got a full load on. This one's going to be a little trickier to work out because they sit and wait. 180 it's saying at the moment. I think that's a little excessive. Yeah, it's going to be roughly the same. So when he's dropped off, you drop off all your fuel. We're going to sell you. And how many trucks do we have now? 4 running this? That might be enough. Yes, I've also upgraded the roads here as well. This one. The AI may change it back. As long as they build on it, I don't mind. That's what we've got to deal with. We've started to clear the platform on here. That's nice. 1,204. Guys, we might have done it. I was not expecting to hit that line rate demand. That is good news. Brilliant. That's going to make us an absolute fortune. Let's head over here. We have a few fuel trucks. Do you know what? We're flush with money. Let's have an official episode. There we go. We can afford to do stuff like this. I did go around the map in the towns and just tidied up a few of the areas where it was a little bit bumpy. Looked like an artillery range that hit it. If you look across the map, it does. It looks like potholes everywhere. Dear oh dear. Well, that's tidier, isn't it? Yeah, we could even paint it if we wanted, but that's not what we're doing today. No, let's not get distracted by painting everything. This one, now this one we don't really have to touch. It's a little unfortunate, but we may as well take advantage of this Opel Blitz tank truck here, because it gives you a bit of a boost in capacity when the truck is specialised for certain cargo types. In this case, it's crude oil, and fuel. So we'll replace all these. We can probably get rid of a lot. We've only got to meet a line rate of 100 at the moment. So we'll delete you, or sell you back, and we'll sell you back. That might be enough. We'll check on it. 120. It might be a bit of an ask to delete another one. Now we've got this situation, which we did upgrade, but now we're probably going to need to downgrade it again, as we don't need these, do we, anymore? We can go with the box trucks. Managed vehicle, we'll get those replaced as well. Well, tarpaulin truck, not a box truck. There we go, we've got them in brown now. More tarpaulin trucks. Look at them all being upgraded. It's lovely to see, isn't it? Right, 45 line rate. Unlike everywhere else on the map, Worthing, we're not going to meet 117 because our aircraft here on one landing. You'll see I deleted the trees back, so we've got a little less panic coming into land with a load of trees there, and just smoothed it off slightly. It looks a little better. But yes, we've only got to meet the line rate of these aircraft, which is 59. Which that was under, wasn't it? Although that might change once we let that settle down. Right, there we go. We'll get you moving. We'll let that do its business. We are going down this slow road here. So yes, we have room to speed that up quite a bit. What are you doing? You're doing that. We could send you down here. In fact, I would prefer that. Right, so let's get us some more waypoints done. We'll send you down, I guess that way would be ideal. Yeah, perfect. Right. Worthing Goods, manage a line. Worthing West. Well, this would technically be Worthing Airport, right? Yeah, Worthing Airport. That's better. Lovely. It's a transfer. We could call it Worthing Chemical Plant as well, but I'll take the airport. Which means after Albert Road there, we're going to be going via that waypoint and the faster road, which should increase the line rate a bit. 82, we may be able to sell another truck. We'll leave it alone though. Everything seems to be just running nicely. In comes our train. We'll leave the steam train on here. Why not? It's doing its job, isn't it? Yeah, it's got a line rate of... Oh, is it? It's a little less. We may need to change it. I don't think it's too much to worry about though. No, leave that alone. We do have a few things to tidy up here. Oh, it looks like we're well and truly over the top here of the line rate. Let's get rid of a couple of these, shall we? What are we actually saying here? 211. That's not going to be accurate because we're stopping. We need to hit 225. But the problem we've got at the moment is our trucks are backing up, which messes up the line rate quite a bit. Are we meeting the line rate here, which needs to be 200, doesn't it? 204. Lovely, but we're not meeting it on the coal line. Right, let's get this one. We're going to add a couple more wagons on here. And then we'll check back once we've done our nice express build, because we absolutely have to get the Mallard on today. Right, let's get this done. 1, 2. We'll stick a couple more on there. take it to 43. And we've already extended the platform. We should be good. We'll check back on the updated figures once the game has stopped panicking. How are we doing on the train? I just saw our passenger train. Look at that, 118 of 120. How are our finances? They are looking healthier. We might as well go and see our train go through the trees here. It's rather pleasant, isn't it? I do like that. It's really nice. But we need to double track this, would be our first step. And once we've double tracked, we need to do a little... In fact, no. Let's get priorities straight. We've got 120 million in the bank. We're keeping up on this platform, although there is a brief moment still of way too many people that are being dumped onto the platform in one go. We're going to have to get rid of our original depot, because what we're going to do is extend this line this way, which means we're going to be demolishing quite a few buildings, and then we're going to be wiggling our... Well, not wiggling too much. We're going to kind of cut along the side of this hill here. We could go through the middle. Let's just take a look at the contours here. Our station is at 6.1 meters, and we do have like a valley just here that we could go through without doing too much tunnel work. Tunnel here would be nice. We do want to stay at about 6 meters, so we've got a little bit of clearance over the water there. Plus we go back up to around 6 meters there as well. Then we're heading this way. You've seen some industries here. These might be used by this line we're creating later on, and we'll add additional slow lines and freight bypass and all that goodness, as well as flyovers and things. We end up in Sandhurst here about what, 9 meters, so there's a little bit of a climb. I wouldn't mind to keep 9 meters around here somewhere and then send it over. We need to double check the land use, don't we? And this is perfect, because if we have a station out here, we can do the sort of Z tram service like that through the middle of Sandhurst there and put buses on where need be. Okay, we're going to have to get rid of that road then. That's nice, isn't it? Nicely set up. This road's too small anyway. We're going to have a main road there. And do you know, we'll probably rebuild this bridge as well. I'm not overly keen on it. Okay, so if this is going to be the main road, should we do some road widening first? Lovely. I think that will make a nice zigzag through to our station. Now, if we want it at that angle, we could have sort of a triangle going on here where we just turn round. I sort of like that idea. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Right, anyway, what are you doing? You were daydreaming. Let's get this tool. We're going to create our area so that our stations are nice and flat and level with the road, so it's beautiful. Do we slope up there? I don't like that. Let's change that. We're going to get that down. This is going to be as flat as I can make it. It doesn't matter if we go a little further out. And there we go. Then we can join in like that. And I don't mind if that is on a slope heading back down. This is absolutely fine. Then we can keep this nice and flat, can't we? Because this is all of our station work, a new area. Lots of official episode today. Are we going to get the Mallard in today? Absolutely. We're going to do this. First time. Famous last words. Right, let's delete you now. We don't need you in there just yet. And now we're going to need as a lovely... We're going to have a through station, though. But it's going to be on the side of the road here because of the way the roads work with Transport Fever. Maximum length, both sides, because no doubt we'll utilise the inside with buses at some point. It's not going to take long for that to happen, is it? And now, if we do it something like this, our station is going to attach to our other station. Is that about right? That should be about right. Let's get streets in. something like that is kind of nice, isn't it? What's it like curvy? Can we get you curving? Curving's terrible. Yeah, I prefer the straight, don't you? That's much tidier. Look at that. Yeah, so we'll go... Ooh, not like that, though. We'll go straight into there. Almost looks like a proper tram entrance. Beautiful. We could, technically, change these to bus lanes to make it look different. Oh, I don't think you can you? It would just be that little bit. No, I take that back. Do you know, given the amount of people that are at our other station, and if we're going to be doing something similar here, I would like to add a couple of spaces on here. So we've got plenty of room. It looks the business as well. Then we can add us another street there, and then we'll connect back in up this end as well, similar to what we did before. Hopefully. Can we? That will do. That's lovely. Yes. I mean, it might be a double junction. But that gives us a little bit of expansion room, doesn't it? Like that. Now then, we need us a nice train station. We are sort of heading the right direction, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to have to come around, make that curve gentle. So let's get rail and passenger buildings. This is going to go and hook in up here somewhere. Should hook in. There we go, just there. It's a little bit skew with, but we can add more buildings to it if we want to fancy it up a bit. That's a little strange, or is that correct? Oh no, what's going on there? Guys. Do you know, I'm going to rebuild it, and then I'll be back. There we go, guys. It's absolutely beautiful. I love that better. I went with a curve now. And we'll ignore that. That's the game's fault. We'll absolutely ignore that. This is better, isn't it? Can we get more passenger room on here? We can. Can we get street access on? We absolutely can. And now I'm a happy chappy. Unless I miss it like that. Oh, and I missed it again. And can we get a nice curve into there? It'd be rough, I think. What about straight? Oh, this one's a little lower over here. Oh, I don't know, guys. Why are you lower there? It's perfect that side. Delete that back. It's probably that piece of road there where we connected. So what we want is a lovely straight bit. And that should read 0%. And we'll put this in like that instead. And while it's still connected, can we get into that junction somehow? Well, we could do that. Or we could try curvy. Can we curve round into the junction? Oh, come on. It would be lovely. Let's try coming out of here into... Oh, is that better? Oh, I like it. There we go. That's pleasant. It's a little bit risky deleting that. Oh, yes. No. Guys, it's worth it. Everything that I just did was worth it. For me. Might not be for anybody else, but I loved that. Getting everything perfect, just like I had it in my mind, and then it actually being like that is beautiful. Do we want to paint it? Oh, I tell you what, we might as well, right? Or do we want to just put gravel down there, perhaps? We could just put something like that. I don't know how it'll look if I hold shift. Well, that's not bad, is it? Oh, I like it. I like a gravel. There we go. Just a gravel thing going down there. Beautiful. I don't think we can flatten it any better. The station itself is doing some marvellous things to the scenery. There. Right, we have our station in. Everything should be connected here. And that should be long enough for us to start with. Right, now we've got to get across there. That would have took some fantastic editing on my behalf, because that didn't go very well. A few times. We do want to... Do we? I would like to go straight here first. Oh no, we've got to get that curve going. But I don't want that to head down. I'd like that first section to be straight. We're going to head down to about 6 meters eventually. But we're going to curve this round so that when we cross the river, we're going to be hopefully at a good height. Maybe there. 10 meters. I sort of like it. If we straighten up here. Just like that. We get a nice a nice crossing, I'm hoping. There we go. It's not quite high enough, is it? Although, do we need that end bit? We don't. Right, we can block that off because we're not going anywhere there. And let's pick us that. A nice that bridge. Does it even say what they are? Iron bridge. There we go. Stone bridge. The problem with the stone bridge is it slows you down. But this iron bridge should be just fine for now. Until we get a new one. Have I put the speed right here? It's a little bit tight. Oh no, look at that. We may have to rework this yet again. Once we've got trains that can, or carriages that can surpass the speed of our slowest rail here. Do we have a bit of a hill there? Is that worth it? I kind of feel like it is worth it to somewhat go with the terrain. We shouldn't necessarily. Or should we? Yeah, we don't need to go down that much through. If we hold shift, can we just go up a little bit? I mean, technically, did I need to head down at all here? That's the other question, isn't it? Because currently we head down to head back up again. So we might be better off with an embankment, which will give us more to play with over here. Oh, guys, I like that better. Right. So we're going to stay flat here, which should give us 13 at the very least. And it's just a small embankment, isn't it? It's like nothing over the top, is it? This is the inside line, so we can run this as tight as we want. Just figure out where we're going to straighten up for the bridge. I prefer this. Is that still 75? Are we aiming about straight across there? 75. Lovely. Now we can just go across at that height. And how's that looking? That's a better bridge. We could go with this, but as you can see, 56 miles an hour. We're going to go with the fancy bridge. We don't need to extend the bridge much further. Past the bank there, we can switch back to a lovely embankment, and then we can head up that way. And it should be much better on the old cutting as we go through the area here. Yeah, that's a gradual slope, isn't it? It's not too bad. We could aim that way, of course. We could aim down here. We've got to think about where the actual station's going to be. What sort of height do we go up here? It's 25. Then it drops rapidly back down to around 10. So, yeah, I'm going to go with a little bit of a cut in here. So I think it's going to be unnecessary to do anything else. Oh, dear. Do I want a tunnel there? Not really. No, I'm taking it back. We're going to start to climb. But we shouldn't need to climb as much. Just a gentle climb. Take some of the cutting out. Have a bit of variety in our track. And then we can go flat at that point. Yes, I think that's better, isn't it? It's a lot less aggressive on the old cutting there. Right, are we aiming at roughly the right place? We've got to be heading to Henley here. So we'll curve this a little more aggressive. And then we're going to start heading down, but only to 10 meters. Let's head round this way. What are we at the moment? Does it say? We're going to head between those two hills there. But we don't need to come down too much, do we? Can we go down to... I don't know. We're going to stop at about 10, aren't we? So we're going to start... Yeah, we're going to start going down there. Just gently. Maybe another one. There we go. We've lost a meter there. Get that nice and straight. We're going to be crossing the river at a bit of an angle, which isn't ideal, but happens, doesn't it? Right, if we go there, can we straighten up just there? I don't think that's required. We'll have the embankment there. Then we'll go across. Well, we're kind of parallel with the road, though. That's nice. Right, will you snap nicely? There you go. I like this. I like the little bit of extra bridge there and there. Beautiful. Okay, and we're sort of heading where I'd like it. Now, we've got a bit of work to do here. We're absolutely going to be reworking how this entire area is. The residents of Henley here are not going to be impressed with me. Yes, we want to see if the AI can build what I hope they're going to build, which is we're going to have a couple of level crossings here and here. And then we'll have another entrance on that side. It's the future plan, guys, through tracks. And that's what our express is going to be starting. We may lay the track. Have I been putting this as electric? No. You Burke. We're going to keep that flat and we're going to level the terrain to this track. Yeah, I don't know why I've been putting electrics. We're having the Mallard, aren't we? I got excited. I thought we were having electrics. It's fine. Tools. Get rid of all that. We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need that. It's going to cost us money to remove it. That's pleasant. There we go. Get rid of that. We're not having it. We're going to have this as a nice steam line for at least a little while. Right, we've got our bridge ending there. We are coming in up here. We've got to make this area nice and flat so that we can build our level crossing. And we'll make it quad track just at this section because that's what it's eventually going to be. All of this needs to be lovely and flat. Is that someone walking there? There we go. They're not going to be impressed. Or they will be, though. They should be impressed because we're going to have a lovely area over here for you. It should hopefully be maybe commerce. That would be lovely if it was. Right, keep this going. We've got to go all the way through town. We're going to continue this off straight. And, right, we've got catenary off now. I don't know how much I'd actually save by doing that. We're going to prepare this station by having it how I would like it in the end, with the middle two tracks being through tracks and then our stoppers on the other side. And because I want to plan ahead, we're going to add the platforms because we're going to pay for this. We absolutely are going to pay for this in advance. The extra maintenance cost isn't really going to be an issue. Right, we need misc and a little walk through there. Covering over it, that one and that one, so it doesn't flood when it never rains in the game. And oh yes, we'll need a building on that side which will eventually hook into passenger buildings. We'll have a smaller one on the other side there. There we go. Beautiful. And what we'll do with this, we're going to keep this double tracked and stuff, quad tracked in fact, up to here so that the AI know they need to behave and not build over the top of our tracks. Or too close to them, at the very least. Right, perfect. Now what we should have is a perfectly flat section to have a main road coming across. Like this, continue that out. Should be spot on. In fact, we want to go from this end. We want this as the flat bit up to there. And then you can connect in however you want that way. And we'll do the same over here. So we'll bring that along like this. Nice and flat. And then can we aim about right there? It's pleasant, isn't it? There we go. It hasn't adjusted our tracks at all. I know we could have bridges here and stuff, but we're going to do it this way for now. And am I happy with that? I think I am. We're going to have a little access road here, which they may build on the side. So we're going to take that down something like that. And that should give us a bit of a connection here, is what I'm hoping. Let's send it a little bit further. Send you straight through the middle there. There we go. Beautiful. What I'd like them to do is build along this road here, along that road there, and leave us enough room to possibly keep some trees in either side. That's the future plan. We'll have to see what the actual AI does with it. Now then, we've got to continue. We're going to have a tunnel here. It's going to be quite a big tunnel when we're done. But it's only this line that we're continuing for now. We do want to start climbing, I think. Yeah, let's start climbing. And then we go into a tunnel just there. We're going to head up to, what was it, 12 meters? Will that do? I think 12 meters will be fine. So then we'll flatten off just here. So we've gained a little bit of height. And then we're not tunneling as much. And we'll probably make this more cliff-facey. Where are we? We're up there. So we're going to have a bit of a curvy tunnel. And then we're just going to connect this and see what the game does with it. Yeah, we've got like a little wiggle through this tunnel. Would it be like that though? Probably not. I think what we could maybe do here is straighten out the tunnel a little bit. Up to there. I didn't mind the tunnel, but I'd like it just to be a little straighter. So it's more of a gentle curve. There we go. That's pleasant. Yes. Double tunnels and then double bridges. And then a cutting. And then we're all the way up. We're only going to have one train running this. We're going to get it set up now. We just got to double track this because it's technically going to be a slow and a fast line. We may share platforms eventually. Our inside track is the fast line here. There we go. We've left ourselves just enough room to achieve this. This bit's a little bit quicker. We may have a different station layout at some point. For now, I'm just going to put this in and we'll have another platform here. This might be a bigger station, thinking about it. With a double-sided thing going on there. Yeah, I sort of like that. Eventually, we're going to signal this up and have traffic crossing. It shouldn't be busy enough to worry about. We don't need to signal it up at the moment because our express line is just going to run on its own on this out or inside track as it is here. We need a depot, don't we? We don't really have anywhere to put it at the moment. What I'll do then is we'll get the building in and we'll get the train out. We're just going to have it sat here for now. It's going to come off of here. And then we're going to cross over onto our track just before the crossing there. Like there. There we go. That'll do. Will you connect? You will. It's lovely. Flatten that out. Why not? We're going to do some lovely scenery work around here, aren't we? It's going to look the business. Oh, not there. Do it like that. There we go. Like we built it intentionally. Which we did. That should be good enough. Shall we start an express service? No, what haven't you done? Let's set up the tram. Might be a good idea. What are we having up this end? I might just have a terminus here. Because I'm not entirely sure what we're doing this end yet. So we're going to... Yeah. What we're going to do is... just put a normal terminus tram stop. Somewhere like that. And we'll leave it as is. Electric. Yes, please. Tram depot just there. That'll do quite nicely. Right, let's do every other one. See how that looks. There. There. We could probably have another road heading down that way. Then we'll head here and here. And there. I'm liking that. Yes. Another one. Yeah, another one on this corner. And then we'll have one just before the terminus there. Yes, that'll do. I like that. Let's make a new line then, shall we? What colour are we having this? It's purple. Because that's the closest, isn't it? Yes, purple. Oh, that's going to be nice, isn't it? Nice purple. Sandhurst. Right. Metro. Oh, are we putting the one at the beginning? I think we were, weren't we? Yeah, there we go. 1. Sandhurst Metro. And now we actually need to add the stops to it. Let's get a tram, which is obviously going to be purple, which will be lovely, and we'll get to see that. Right, where's our tram? Come out the depot. Then we'll set the other one up. We want to get this moving, don't we? I missed it. Manage vehicle. We're going to paint you. It was that purple, wasn't it? Pinky, purpley colour. There we go. Looks great. Twitch trams. Now then, we're not done. We need to set up our express line, don't we? New line. Sandhurst. 2. We're going to skip past Henley-on-Thames there. It's going all the way to Twickenham. This is just the first bit of this. Now, Twickenham's orange and that's purple. Do you know what? We'll go with that. That's fine. Yeah. There we go. This is going to be the Twickenham to Sandhurst Express. That should be all we need on there. Now we need to get just a small mallard on. By small mallard, I obviously mean that we're going to just put a couple of carriages on there. Probably only one to start with. No, 2. Let's put 2 on. 10 million, not much. It's going to be how we start it. We're not going to colour the wagons or anything. And let's take a look, guys. Did we put it on the right line? Yes, we did. Twickenham to Sandhurst Express. Here comes our Mallard. A fox there, nearly getting run over. And away we go. By the time we get up to the other end, we should have some passengers. We've got to figure out how many. So I'll pause it and save it there. We're on board our Mallard on the express line. This is going to be so much busier once we're done. That was phase 1. There are going to be lots of phases to our main line. This main line as well. We're going to have another one over the other side of the map with various branch lines going in between. When we come back, we'll see how many people we've got waiting at this platform. We should get up to speed pretty nippy, as we've only got two carriages on the back, but it should eventually be quite a decent size, and we may need to double track it sooner rather than later, as we've got quite the journey to go, and a single train isn't going to cope with that. Otherwise, we're going to be picking up a lot of people, and more importantly, we're going to be dropping off a lot of people, which our current setup won't handle. Though we do have some plans for that, don't we? Buses should lighten the load at the actual stop itself. We might even go for a much bigger interchange. But anyway, guys, I'll leave you on board our express. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.